two passenger cars collided on I-75, spilling diesel fuel that sparked a massive fire.
Just us wondering, what are we doing right now? Do we help? Turn around? Do we leave?
Fire officials say 7 people were killed. Others are in critical condition. Kevin Hart may be back to host the Oscars. The idea is getting a big push from Ellen.
We're back with this year's Oscar host, Kevin Hart.
DeGeneres talks to Hart later today in a pre-recorded episode.
Leaving here, I'm promising you I'm evaluating this conversation. This is a conversation I needed to have.
Hart backed out of February's hosting duties after controversy over old homophobic tweets. He later apologized for them and calls the interview raw, honest, and authentic. S&P futures up 34. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
What if every time you went out, you could cash in? Now with the Capital One Saver Card, you earn 4% cash back on dining and entertainment, like their first taste of guacamole.
Ew, gross.
And 4% cash back when you take your kids to the museum for the first time.
Whoa, buddy, don't touch that.
No matter your reason for going out, now you have 4 more. Introducing the new Saver Card from Capital One. Earn 4% on dining and 4% on entertainment. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Capital One Bank, USA, N.A.
Indeed knows finding the right hire takes time away from your business.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Fans won't be able to tune in to new episodes of a TV show hosted by a popular astrophysicist. Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
Neil deGrasse Tyson's series on the National Geographic Channel is not airing amid sexual misconduct allegations made against him.
This is Star Talk.
The network has, for now, pulled Star Talk from the air just 3 episodes into Season 5. New episodes of the science-based talk show won't air until an investigation is complete.
From the American Museum of Natural History.
He has denied an accusation that he groped a woman and denied making sexual advances toward a production assistant at his home.
The fast food breakfast wars are heating up. McDonald's is unveiling donut sticks next month, which look an awful lot like Dunkin's donut fries, which made their debut in June. McDonald's CEO tells Business Insider the company is hoping the new offering will re-energize morning sales. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in your profits now and invest in an asset that can potentially pay for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call now to learn how you can potentially achieve 20 or more years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Call 1-800-803-8511. Invest in your future and buy oil. Encore is drilling in an area that is potentially one of the most prolific horizontal oil plays in the entire country. Oil prices are projected to rise, so you need to own a piece of an oil field. Encore Energy is the most active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 1-800-803-8511. You will be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-803-8511. Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Get the Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Meal for just $5 at Wendy's. Available at a participating Wendy's near you for a limited time only.
U.S. Bank encourages you to think outside the square. U.S. Bank in Glasgow offers multiple solutions to take credit card payments from your phone or tablet. Yes, U.S. Bank can take your small business mobile. Call Irvin Sorrell at 659-3200 in Glasgow or Wes Mauser at 651-2106 or in Cave City call Cheryl Davidson at 773-3112. Whether you're selling produce at the farmer's market or finalizing a construction project, U.S. Bank has a payment solution for you with 24/7 customer service. So think outside the square for your small business. It's all of us serving you. U.S. Bank. Member FDIC.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
Good morning from WCLU. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we are on the move here on this Friday morning. 41 degrees. We've had some light rain here in south central Kentucky. We'll check in with Ray Stajic in just a moment. Ray has some perspective on the way the weekend weather is going to be shaping up, and we'll find out from him in a moment. But we got to find out about our Friday morning birthdays as we get up and running and preparing to move forward. We need to let you know that on this 4th day of January, we've got birthdays for Kathy Earls, Lois Mullins, Linda Gibbons, Jamie Mutter Riley has a birthday today. It is also Mary Ann Forbes. Gavin Atkinson is 18, and so is Blake Sharp, turning 18 today. It is the 59th birthday for Clifford Brodie. Gina Ross is 25. Danielle Lawless for the birthday. And Wendy Faulkner is celebrating today, too. And I can tell you, we've got several in here for the weekend. We'll review those at the bottom of the hour this morning. But we got to check in with Ray Stajic to get a handle on how to dress, how to expect the day is going to go today here in south central Kentucky. Ray?
On the northern fringe of rainfall, surface low pressure, upper level low, all involved. For the most part, most of us get some decent rain today. Already seeing the rain across the region. Now, as you travel north, you're probably going to see less rain, a little bit more to the south and southeast especially. But either way, it looks like a damp Friday. Sunshine is going to return for the weekend. Wait until you hear some of the temperatures. Then rain's back in the forecast early next week with the milder weather and trying to briefly turn a little bit colder maybe by midweek next week. Got the good old double nickel this afternoon. Got rain around this morning. More periods of rain this afternoon. 55. Overnight tonight, rain early, then decreasing clouds and a tad colder, 34. Sunshine tomorrow, 54. It's about 8 above average. Sunday, considerably cloudy, highs in the upper 50s, maybe even some 6s as the first number on the car thermometer on Sunday. Late day rain Monday, upper 50s, still in the upper 50s on Tuesday. More sun than clouds Wednesday, a little colder, highs low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's next look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen. We're kind of in a break here in south central Kentucky. There's been an area of showers that came through earlier this morning, giving us about 6 100s, and that's all off to the east, centering around Monticello on over to about Somerset this morning. But another area of showers west of here with the heaviest showers, a pretty good little thunderstorm cranking up over in, over around Cadiz, Kentucky, up and in southwest into Murray, Kentucky. A pretty little bang going on there to wake everybody up. So you can see we have quite the transition going on. For the most part, though, we've had 6 100s, and it's going to rain more today. And the rain gauge total will go up. Barometer this morning's at 29.87. Northeast winds. At times we've seen a gust up to about 12 miles an hour. 99% humidity. 6 100ths of an inch of rain. And 41 degrees here at WCLU on the live and local 6 o'clock morning edition. We'll return with local news next.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Henry Royce reporting. There's no news to report this morning in the continuing search for a 20-year-old Leah Carter of Camellia, Kentucky. Authorities have been investigating since the vehicle that she was traveling in left the roadway on Monday evening and had been swept into the East Fork Creek. The vehicle was recovered by authorities, and there's a number of rescue teams, volunteer fire departments, and others, but yet no trace has been reported of Leah Carter. The creek level has been decreasing this week and hopefully will unveil more clues as to the fate of Ms. Carter. 911 dispatch reports a very quiet overnight here in south central Kentucky, but several accident reports have been released by the authorities. Trooper Jonathan Paul with KSP is investigating a collision that occurred on Sunday afternoon on the Cumberland Parkway about 5 miles east of Edmonton. 44-year-old Brian Keller of Ackworth, Georgia, was traveling eastbound on a 2009 Honda motorcycle when he lost control and was attempting to pass another vehicle. Keller was unable to regain control of his motorcycle and entered the median. He was wearing a helmet and was airlifted to Vanderbilt University. Trooper Paul was assisted by the Metcalfe County Sheriff's Department, the Edmonton Police Department, Barron Metcalfe EMS, and fire departments from Edmonton, North Metcalfe, and Summershade. Friday afternoon of last week, State Trooper Clint Bale with KSP, who was on a routine patrol 7 miles north of Columbia on Kentucky 55. He initiated a traffic stop on a red 1998 Chevrolet pickup truck for a speeding violation. As Trooper Bale was making contact with the driver, 30-year-old Bobby Lynn of Russell Springs, a strong odor of marijuana was detected coming from the vehicle. Consent to search the vehicle was given, resulting in marijuana, suspected methamphetamine, prescription pills, snorting straws, and cash being located. Trooper Bale performed standard field sobriety tests and placed Lynn under arrest. Lynn was charged with speeding 20 miles per hour over, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a controlled substance first-degree first offense meth, possession of a controlled substance first-degree first offense opiates, possession of a controlled substance third-degree drug unspecified, failure to produce insurance card, failure to wear seat belts, and DUI second offense. Lynn was lodged in the Adair County Regional Jail. Kentucky State Police Post 15 is going to be conducting safety traffic checkpoints in the Post 15 area, including Washington, Marion, Taylor, Greene, Casey, Russell, Adair, Metcalfe, Monroe, Clinton, and Cumberland counties. Now, troopers will be checking for impaired drivers, children that are not properly restrained in child safety seats, and informing the public about the use of seat belts. These safety checkpoints will be conducted in various locations throughout the Post 15 area that's experiencing a high ratio of vehicular crashes, resulting in injury and or death, compared to relatively low safety restraint usage ratio. And the Warren County Sheriff's Office has received numerous reports of individuals contacting citizens claiming to be a member of the Warren County Sheriff's Office. This individual is telling citizens that they have warrants for their arrest due to missing jury duty. There's an actual voice recording with a male individual claiming to be Deputy Ford with the Warren County Sheriff's Office. This person is not affiliated with the Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Brent Hightower urges citizens to never give personal information to anybody over the phone. The Warren County Sheriff's Office will never call anybody due to a warrant. If you receive a call of this nature, please contact the Warren County Sheriff's Office at 270-842-1663. News time from WCLU is 6:15, 41 degrees. The new Hardee's is now open.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Worth the climb.
41 degrees, 618 from WCLU. We've had 6/100 of an inch of rain. We're going to have much more as we make our way through this Friday morning. We'll check in with Ray Stasiak at the Weather Channel in a moment. In more local news at this hour, Barron County Nursing and Rehabilitation, formerly Diversicare of Glasgow, was honored at the Kentucky Association of Healthcare Facilities Quality Awards banquet, recently held at the Galt House, with the Best of Kentucky Nursing and Rehabilitation recognition. The Best of Kentucky Nursing and Rehabilitation honorees were selected based on CMS star ratings of 4 or higher to apply, and then satisfaction surveys of residents and families. Quote, "I'm excited to see all of our caregivers honored for their work," said Administrator Jason Gum. "It's wonderful to see them recognized for their dedication and commitment to quality care to their residents." More than 700 long-term care providers met during the meeting, energized by general sessions, challenging them with strategies to cope with stress on the job, hiring and retaining quality staff, and breakout sessions on a variety of issues facing long-term care providers. KCAL held its first KCAL Day for assisted living communities. Also, more than 100 vendors exhibited expo information during the showcasing of the latest innovations to providing quality care. The week was capped off with the Quality Awards banquet. The association honored 33 facilities with Best of Kentucky Nursing and Rehabilitation Awards. The top 10 caregivers, nurses, and supportive care staff were also named, with overall state winners as follows: Nursing, Tammy Roberts, Masonic Communities of Shelbyville; Caregiving, Teresa Kyle of Harlan Health and Rehabilitation; and Supportive Care, Christy Swafford of Barberville Health and Rehab. KHHCF will hold its 2019 meeting November the 19th through the 21st at the Galt House. The Kentucky Association of Healthcare Facilities is the trade association that represents the proprietary and non-proprietary nursing facilities and personal care homes across the state. A recent WKU graduate is combining her love of animals and art as she marches toward a career as a published illustrator. Emily Gill of Allensville already has one book under her belt, as Amy Bingham explains in this week's View from the Hill.
I did teach myself. I just copied magazines and read art books that I found in the store.
Emily Gill has always loved to draw, including this masterpiece she created when she was a toddler.
My next memory is trying to draw the birds out of my grandmother's Birds and Blooms magazines.
Now the recent college graduate has illustrated her own 52-page picture book.
I think the market is changing and adults want some pictures in their novels as well.
The book is part of Emily's thesis, researching the history of illustrated books and the development of the picture book market nationally and internationally. Her journey through WKU's art department included a 6-month study abroad experience in New Zealand. Gill's time on the Hill also included trips to Austria and Ireland, making good on the invitation WKU offered in the beginning.
With WKU, they said you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, we'll work with you. We just want you to learn about the world.
Reporting for WCLU, I'm Amy Bingham.
Jeff DeLessio, in an article in the Hardin County publication, The News Enterprise, is reporting that the famous Houdini, also known as the I-65 goat, has a new home. According to the report, a 6-person committee tasked in November with determining the best and safest location for Houdini, who suffered a right leg injury in October from a traffic mishap, was unanimous in deciding on the sanctuary. Another option was the local goat farmer, Vincent Thompson, who had volunteered to keep Houdini. The goat will be spending his days at the 4,600-acre Broadbent Wildlife Sanctuary in Guston. Houdini still is undergoing limited treatment and rehab, according to Dr. Jessica Perpich, the veterinarian for the Hardin County Animal Care and Control. Houdini's aggression and desire to be out of captivity has made it difficult to treat him, she said. 6:22, we return with news from across Kentucky, area funeral announcements, and sports on the Live and Local Morning Edition. It's 41 degrees.
Now, what's better than your McDonald's favorites? 2 McDonald's favorites for just $5. Welcome back, the 2 for $5 mix and match deal. Now, with the juicy quarter pounder with cheese. So you can mix it with the flaky filet of fish, saucy Big Mac, or 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Choose 2 of your favorites for just $5, only at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time only. Single item at regular price.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jerry Bloom. Traffic's moving again on I-65 in Bullitt County. Both the north and south lanes were closed for several hours last night after a spill. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says a FedEx truck leaked hydrochloric acid near mile marker 112. The lanes headed south reopened around 7:30, while a section of northbound lanes opened about 2.5 hours later. A former Kentucky auditor has filed paperwork to raise money for the 2019 governor's race. Paul Miles reports.
Adam Edlin filed a letter of intent with the Kentucky Registry of Election Finance. Edlin has not officially announced his candidacy, but the filing with the registry is an indication he will run for the Democratic nomination for governor. Edlin's running mate is Gil Holland, a Louisville businessman. Edlin was elected state auditor in 2011. He lost a re-election bid in 2015 to Republican Mike Harmon.
2 other Democrats have already announced their gubernatorial campaigns: Attorney General Andy Beshear and House Minority Leader Rocky Atkins. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is co-sponsoring a bill that would impose sanctions on Syria. Florida Senator Marco Rubio introduced the bill on the first day of the new Congress. It would also boost security cooperation with Israel and Jordan. Kentucky's McConnell is joined by Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Jim Risch of Idaho in co-sponsoring the legislation. The bill has strong bipartisan support. And for the first time in 18 years, Kentucky did not have any counties with an unemployment rate of 10% or above. I'm Jerry Bloom.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This is Trooper Tiffany Bond with Kentucky State Police. No matter where you drive across Kentucky, crashes can happen anywhere. So we pay attention to unbuckled drivers and passengers. So get in and buckle up, day and night. Kentucky, these are our communities. If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it. Why? Because it saves lives.
A message from law enforcement officers across Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, who remind you, click it or ticket.
I remember as a young girl going to Community Trust Bank with my mom. She would pack us all up and then we'd all go inside. Now I have 2 little girls of my own and I look back and I don't know how she did it. I still bank at Community Trust. They have 79 branch locations, over 100 ATM locations, online banking and mobile banking. They've made it so much easier for me and my family. And that's what I love about Community Trust.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Local news time for WCLU is 6:26. We have 41 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Linda Westmoreland Polson, age 62, of Edmonton, died Wednesday at her residence. She was a loving, caring mother, nanny, and wife. She loved her flowers and gardening and spent her teenage years working at the Glasgow Dairy for 11 years and worked as a CMT at the Barron County Healthcare for 26 years. And part-time at Greenleaf Nursery in the past. She is survived by her husband, David L. Polson, a daughter, Stacy Harper, 2 daughters, Tammy Croft and Danielle Polson, 5 grandchildren, Cody Butler, Destiny Harper, J.C. Harper, Jace Harper, and Kinsey Griever, 3 step-grandchildren, Tyler Croft, Johnny Croft, and Kendall Croft, 1 great-grandson, Desmond Butler, 3 brothers, Dale Westmoreland, Davy Westmoreland, and Jackie Westmoreland, 1 sister, Jeanette Perkins. The funeral service for Linda Westmoreland Polson will be Saturday at 1 o'clock at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins at 3 p.m. today. Robert Wayne Firkins, age 74, died Wednesday. Wayne was a lifelong farmer in the Wisdom community. He was the son of the late Robert Vance and Goldie Eva Tomlin Firkins. He is survived by his wife of 52 years, Louise, 4 children, Karen Powell and husband Greg of Smiths Grove, Eddie Firkins and wife Teresa, and Robert Firkins and wife Kathy, all of Edmonton, and Sammy Firkins and wife Michelle of Oklahoma, a sister, Sue Jones of Edmonton, 5 grandchildren, Lucas, Logan, Gracie, Landon, and Dakota Firkins, a nephew, David Firkins of Louisville, and 2 nieces, Judy Coomer and Lisa Jones of Edmonton. He is also survived by 2 very special lifelong friends, Donnie Shockley and Roy Stone, a close cousin, Kenneth Tomlin, and many friends and neighbors. Services for Robert Wayne Firkins will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the New Liberty Baptist Church, burial in the church cemetery. Visitation begins at Butler Funeral Home today and continues Saturday morning at the church after 10 a.m. Dorothy McDaniel, age 98, of Park City, died Friday, December the 28th. Dorothy was a nurse's aide at T.J. Sampson Hospital, a member of the Eastern Star and the Park City Baptist Church. She is survived by 3 daughters, Barbara Sturtzel of Louisville, June Cole of Middletown, Indiana, and Carolyn Coulter of New Albany, Indiana, 2 sons, J.S. McDaniel of Tyler, Texas, and Vernon McDaniel of Scottsdale, Arizona, as well as several grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. Funeral service for Dorothy McDaniel will be at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at Park City Baptist Church. Interment in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation begins tonight at 5 at the Patton Funeral Home in Park City, and visitation after 11 Saturday at the church. Jason Randall Harden, age 30, of Sweden, passed away Wednesday at the University of Louisville Med Center. The Edmonson County native was a field supervisor for Cooper Steele, a 2006 graduate of Edmonson County High School, and a member of the Shrewsbury General Baptist Church. He was the son of Randy Harden of Big Reedy and Joyce Johnson Harden of Sweden, who survive. Surviving also, in addition to his parents, are a daughter, Hallie Jane Harden of Brownsville, a sister, Miranda Phillips of Brownsville, his maternal grandmother, Gertrude Basham Harden of Round Hill. Funeral services for Jason Randall Harden will be held Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at Grayville Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Cub Creek Cemetery. Visitation today from 4 until 8, and Saturday from 9 until 8, and after 9 a.m. on Sunday. Dr. Frances Carolyn Walker, M.D., 86, formerly of Burkesville, died Friday, December the 28th, at the Methodist Hospice Residence in Memphis. She graduated from Cumberland County High School in 1950 and has remained in close contact with several of her classmates. She attended Campbellsville University, formerly Campbellsville Junior College, and received her B.S. from UK in 1953 and her M.D. from the University of Louisville in 1957. She is survived by her brother, John D. Walker of Nashville, a nephew, John Jeffrey Walker, and a great-nephew, Rex Walker, and great-niece, Grace Elizabeth Trussell, and their sons, Walker Kerwin Trussell and James Gray Trussell, all of Nashville. Funeral services for Dr. Frances Carolyn Walker will be Monday at 2 o'clock at First Baptist Church of Memphis, burial to be in the Burkesville Cemetery, next to where her parents are buried. One may honor her memory by giving to the charity of your choice. The Norris New Funeral Home is in charge of these arrangements. A celebration of life service for Dorothy Russell Barnett, age 86, of Bowling Green, will be at 1 o'clock today at the Hardy & Son Smiths Grove Chapel, interment to be in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Contributions may be made to the Alzheimer's Association. Funeral services for Paul W. Pointer, age 78, of Bowling Green, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Patton Funeral Homes Brownsville Chapel. Interment is to be in the Kinzer Cemetery. Service for Bessie Crenshaw, 81, of Park City, will be at 2 o'clock Sunday at the Patton Park City Chapel. Interment to be in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation begins Saturday at 3 p.m. Service for Florence Flo Helen Oberst Strange of Cave City will be at noon Saturday at Bob Hunt Funeral Chapel. Visitation begins at 5 o'clock tonight. Services for Keyshawn Sarver, age 22, of Cave City, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Icy Sink Baptist Church in Smiths Grove. Burial will follow in the Icy Sink Baptist Church Cemetery. The Hayes, Watts, and Purcell Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. Funeral services for Willie Billy Bush, 92, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock this morning at the First Baptist Church under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with a private interment to follow at the Oddfellow Cemetery. Memorial services for Bertha Lee Young Kruger, 78, of Heston, will be today at 2 o'clock at the Strode Funeral Home in Tompkinsville. Interment to follow at the Monroe County Memorial Lawn. Cremation was chosen. Memorial contributions are suggested to the American Cancer Society and can be made at the funeral home. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
It can be a
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits.
News time for WCLU is 6:34 and 44 degrees now. Let's turn to local sports. High school basketball tonight. Glasgow welcomes South Warren to Scotty Gym for a girl-boy doubleheader. With the girls starting at 6 o'clock, you can join Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune for live coverage of both games starting at 5:50 on Light 102.3, WCLU 103.1 FM, and 1490 AM, or online at playwclu.com. Other girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Caverna goes to Hart County County. Monroe County hosts Allen County Scottsville. Edmondson County entertains Whitesville Trinity. Metcalfe County is at home against Clinton County. Cumberland County welcomes Russell County. Warren East plays at Warren Central. Bowling Green is on the road at Greenwood. Franklin Simpson hosts Todd County Central, and Logan County visits Russellville. Boys action, Barron County travels to Adair County tonight. In the girls game, Barron County goes to Christian County. And don't forget, tonight we resume our high school scoreboard show after the holidays and all the other breaks, and after the UK sports activity that has been preempting the show. So we'll have Rick Shaw and Coach Don Atkins on the air tonight following our high school basketball broadcast on WCLU for the high school scoreboard show. Lots of interesting commentary, lots of coaches, and that's tonight on WCLU. That's a check of local sports.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made
level low, all involved for the most part. Most of us get some decent rain today. Already seeing the rain across the region. Now, as you travel north, you're probably going to see less rain, a little bit more to the south and southeast especially. But either way, it looks like a damp Friday. Sunshine is going to return for the weekend. Wait until you hear some of the temperatures. Then rain's back in the forecast early next week with the milder weather and trying to briefly turn a little bit colder maybe by midweek next week. Got the good old double nickel this afternoon. Got rain around this morning. More periods of rain this afternoon, 55. Overnight tonight, rain early, then decreasing clouds and a tad colder, 34. Sunshine tomorrow, 54. It's about 8 above average. Sunday, considerably cloudy, highs in the upper 50s, maybe even some 6s as the first number on the car thermometer on Sunday. Late day rain Monday, upper 50s, still in the upper 50s on Tuesday. More sun than clouds Wednesday, a little colder, highs low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Constant coverage in studio. Radar screen shows the moisture kind of lifting up into Kentucky out of Tennessee. We've picked up the rain here in Barron County, Allen County, Warren County, a little bit heavier rain. But still that big area of thunderstorms in the far west Kentucky in between Paducah and Madisonville. If you're driving down the Western Kentucky Parkway this morning, you're going to be running into that. Looks like it could be pretty breezy over there as well. Let's be aware of that. Drive with caution. We have 6/100ths of an inch of rain. And that's going to be picking up with this rain cell that we see that's moving into the neighborhood. From overnight, though, we kind of got started there. 29.87 is the pressure. Northeast winds at 12 miles an hour and 99% humidity. And right now we're at 44 degrees. Weather update brought to you by South Central Bank.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Indeed, a fun place to be to celebrate. We're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center. We're talking about birthdays. Let me get started here. First of all, we're going to tell you about Lois Mullins, who has a birthday today, and so does Miss Kathy Earls. It's Linda Gibbons, Jamie Mutter Riley, Mary Ann Forbes. Also, we have Gavin Atkinson turning 18 and Blake Sharp turning 18. It's 59 for Clifford Brody today. Gina Ross is 25. Danielle Lawless Wendy Faulkner has a birthday today. We get into Saturday, we're going to be celebrating with Loretta Stone. Also, Eric Pointer, my sister-in-law, Jackie Royce, with a birthday tomorrow. Doug Smith is going to be 57. Loretta Myers has a birthday. Caitlin Harris. And Miss Sue Furlong has a big birthday on Saturday, too. Then on Sunday, we've got Jimmy Peden, Greg Kingery, Monica Froge, Marla Davis, Benny Lyle, Craig Mutter, Katie Keaton. I'm sorry, it's Katie Keating. Let me say that right, Katie. Katie Keating. Jonathan Bledsoe and Angel Cosby. One anniversary, that would be the anniversary of Harry and Eva Johnson. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online here from WCLUradio.com. Coming right back, we're going to have Sam Terry join us for our archival visit this morning.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Minimize your downtime. 270-814-1068. All right, let me add to the Saturday list Kathy Coomer Prophet. Kathy Coomer Prophet. Kathy, we owe you a gong tomorrow, yes? It is the 50 gong for Kathy Coomer Prophet tomorrow. Let's make it official, and let's make it even more official when we let you know that it is Kathy Coomer Prophet Day here on the radio. Yes, this was requested some time ago for Kathy to be good as gold. So if you happen to see Kathy Prophet around town today, what you need to do is to pat her on the back and let her know she's good as gold and welcome her into the 50s. And I'm sure that Miss Kathy is going to have a nice weekend. She got a lot of folks that thinks a lot of her, and hope she has a great birthday this weekend. Okay? Okay. Let me get over here to the archive intro. This is where we explore all the things that are interesting that got us where we are. It's called the Archives. Yes, indeed. We learn about some of the interesting things that got us here and explain some of the direction we've been going in. And this is all brought to you by the folks at Amedisys Home Health and brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services, two businesses that really care about history and how we keep up with it here. So I'll play a couple of words from our sponsors, and then we'll have the archives.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Yes, having a private archival conversation with Sam Terry. Sometimes we got to, I guess we'll call this a rehearsal or preparatory or what? Or do we have a name for it?
Not real sure.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to hear you there. I tell you what, though, we do enjoy going back in time and remember some things about our past. This is one that continues to be, I guess, if not controversial, certainly topical from time to time. There was in the Glasgow Republican 100 years ago today, there was a large typeset of the word coal, C-O-A-L, coal. And the rest of the advertisement reads as follows: Eastern coal, the kind which burns, throws out heat, and costs but little more than inferior coal. Now is the time to lay it in while it's here. The cold is coming. Get ready for it while you have a chance. Prices are very reasonable. And the name of the company is Glasgow Feed and PRO period company. So I'm guessing that's Glasgow Feed and Produce, you think, Sam?
I believe that is correct, Henry.
So you come down there and get your coal. We're not talking about inferior coal. Who would want to buy something identified as inferior coal? Come down there to the Glasgow Feed and Produce Company and get Eastern coal, the good kind, I guess. And pretty interesting how that they were saying, if you want to stay warm, you got to start with coal. 1919. It's almost homegrown coal, too, you think?
It very well could be.
1929. We've got an interesting story. The Republican, I just love the way the story is written. Follow along, Sam. Last week, Sam Hagan and Lewis Martin donated $19.50 each, and Ray Short and Charlie Green donated $20 each to the city treasurer, etc., as fines for being publicly drunk. Certainly they're fines, but they were considered donations, which is not a bad way to look at it.
That could be.
And you get some notoriety there with your name being published in the Glasgow Republican for Mr. Hagan, Mr. Martin, Mr. Short, and Mr. Green.
Makes you wonder what the difference was that one donated 50 cents more than the other two.
I guess they lived in town, maybe. Who knows? They already paid some tax, or some fine, or some contribution. 1939, Sam, this is interesting because this was in the Glasgow Times, but it was an advertisement for you to subscribe to the Courier-Journal. The Courier-Journal has published subscription rates for the coming year of 1939. Now, this is what's the interesting twist here. If you're an old subscriber, you pay $4 per year for the Courier-Journal. You pay $3.50 per year for the Louisville Times. You pay $6 per year for the Louisville Times and the Sunday Courier, and you pay $6.50 per year per year for the Daily and the Sunday Courier-Journal. New subscribers were charged 50 cents extra in each of those categories. So you see, back in the day, 1939, they were rewarding these subscribers for having been with them for a while. And so the new ones were paying more. But today, the way it would be done is that, hey, we're going to give the new ones a break just to get them to sign up.
Exactly. And Henry, do you remember how big those old Courier-Journal Sunday editions were?
Oh, yes. Mr. Sidney Williams and a crew of folks like Joseph Riddle and others would always work real hard to have those and sell them downtown, over there in front of the National Store. And yes, they were full. It took a while to read. Sometimes it took a couple of days to read the Sunday Courier.
It would. It was more like the New York Times Sunday edition, and they had the Roto magazine in there with all the pictures that were pretty neat. And the Courier-Journal was popular in Glasgow because for a brief time there was a bureau office here.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
We had a couple of local people who were making photographs and using those in the Courier Journal so that there was coverage from the Glasgow area.
Well, that's a good way to get more subscribers. Yeah.
Exactly.
Get some new subscribers as well as some, give those old subscribers a break. All right. Somebody who has texted me, I don't know their name, but they said, I delivered many of the newspapers, but don't say it on the radio. So I can say it because I don't know the name of who this is delivering it. There's more of a rest of the story there, I think.
There could be.
All right, let's go to 1949. Here's a name that, speaking of on the radio, a name that was on the radio for years, Mr. and Ms. Kenneth Grizzle. Mrs. Grizzle, the former Imogene Garrett, announced the birth of a daughter this day in 1949 who made her arrival on New Year's Day. The young lady has been named Diana Lee. Brother Kenneth and Miss Imogene were people revered by so many and made such a contribution in so many ways to this community. They were building their family a little more there in 1949 with the birth of Diana, Sam.
And for those who grew up here and lived here for any length of time, it still doesn't seem right to turn on the radio on Sunday morning and Brother Kenneth Grizzle isn't there.
That is
he
true.
Was just an institution.
That's right. That's right. I used to work on Sunday mornings, and that was the best part of the day is when Brother Kenneth came in to get ready to go on the air because he always did it live. A lot of times he brought maybe a parishioner with him, and he always smiled with a big smile and made you feel good about what you were doing and what he was doing. Good folk. 1959, this day, interesting story because the headline here is a little bit weird. I'm going to read the story, then I'm going to try to understand the headline, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The Buck Depp home near 88 was the scene of an unusual feast for this section on Sunday night when Mr. Depp invited a bunch of friends for a bear steak dinner. We are informed that all of his close friends were there except Sheriff Jewell, and now they say the sheriff is laying for Buck. The bear meat, which we are informed by one participant was exceptionally good, was brought down from New York by a Mr. Winninger. And it says W-O-T Winninger, Watt Winninger. And I don't know, is that a name? Do you know that name?
I believe it is.
Okay, all right. W-O-T Winninger, Watt Winninger. And anyway, but the headline reads, Everybody ate bear but the county's high sheriff. Now it makes sense because that they were playing on the word eat with making it et. And they were misspelled the word eat and misspelled the word bear. That's why it was throwing me.
Buck Depp and his also bachelor brother Doc Depp and their sister Elizabeth Depp Goad lived out near 88 in the old Peter Depp homestead, which still stands there on the Depp farm, and they were great people, and it was always a pleasure to be able to go out there and visit them, and also see that place with all the different historical features and so forth on that old homestead.
That's a solid Barron County name for sure, Depp. And well respected, except possibly for the Sheriff Jewell who didn't get no bear. And now
that would have been Sheriff Cody Jewell.
Yes, now he's laying for Buck. Or maybe they can just make it up to him. All right, let's move to 1969, a sad story in the archives today, and this is from Hyattsville, Kentucky. A Hyattsville businessman, Sam Strader, died this past Sunday in 1969 at the age of 49. Wow, Sam. What can you tell us about that?
That was a big shock to everyone. Of course, Sam was survived by his widow, Anna Catherine, and he was one of the Strader brothers, Charles, Sam, Brian, known as Brownie, and Bruce Strader, who operated the Strader's Dairy. That was, if there was ever an institution in Barron County, that was it.
Solid
Everybody
institution.
knew about it.
Yeah. I've heard many good Strader's Dairy stories, and the name Strader is a strong name, and certainly had a lot to do with the history of Barron County. But as you say, a shock when everything's going along good, and one of the family dies at a young age, 49. Let's go to 1979. Many homes in Barron County this day and surrounding counties remain without electricity and telephone service due to broken power and telephone lines caused by the ice and the snowstorm that hit the area over the weekend. I don't know a soul that gets excited when the words ice storm are used in the weather forecast, because too many people remember that occasion and other more recent occasions, Sam.
They do, and we had a string of winters in the late 70s where we had terrific snows that just didn't seem to end for most of the winter. And, for those of us in school at the time, we were out of school literally weeks at a time.
Yeah, it was something else. It really was. 1989, they recently got a new fire truck over at the Glasgow Fire Department. Actually, they've had it since December the 22nd of 1989, and I'm sure that we're feeling better about having a modern fire truck over there at the fire department. And certainly in the archives here in the last few days, we've reported enough fires that we need to have the best we can. I'm sure that business of everybody using the coal to heat the house probably didn't help that any either. 1999, this was the day that high school 6th grade DARE graduation was held. The Barron County Sheriff's Deputy Dan Blair is our local DARE officer. It's a good program, the DARE program, and you got to start somewhere, and I'm sure if it makes a difference in one youngster's life, then it's time well spent. This was the graduation in 1999, Sam. And then finally, in 2009, this was the day that Barron County High School will hold a basketball alumni game on Saturday at the Trojan Gym. 10 years ago, this game was played. Senior members of the Barron County High School basketball teams from 1974 to 2008 are invited. That would be a lot of excellent folks, a lot of excellent basketball players invited for the alumni game there at Barron County High School in 2009. A lot of tradition, too.
Certainly is.
All right. Anything else that you want to talk about?
No, I think that's a good way to wrap up the week.
Let's talk about a reception for watercolor artist Nancy Doss and her students tomorrow, presented by the Art Guild at the Cultural Center, okay? I've got some information about this. It's going to be in the Snavely Gallery during the month of January, this artwork. And it's going to be happening at 1:30 at the Cultural Center tomorrow. The Artist Guild of the Barrens will host a reception for Nancy and her students, and then the artwork will hang there. And we've got some more information about Nancy Doss, and I think it's really good to use the Cultural Center to promote history, but also to promote the arts, Sam.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful asset for our community, and not only for the archives, but so many other things.
Yeah.
And, keep going down there. Don't think because you've been once or twice that you've seen it all, because it's constantly changing.
If you've only been once or twice, I hate to tell you, but you're missing it. On a regular basis, you're missing it. Have a good weekend, Sam.
You too, Henry. See you next week.
All right. The archives brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services, as well as by Amedisys Home Health. 44 degrees here at WCLU.
Are you rolling? Berry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name?
On the air, we have Paula Johnson having a birthday today. That's Paula Johnson. And we have Teddy Stevens. Teddy, we understand, is turning 56. Happy 56 to Teddy Stevens. Trivia straight ahead.
One of the saddest things we can ever hear about is learning that a baby has been forgotten about and left in a vehicle and as a result has passed away. Just in the month of May, 2 children died this way. A 13-month-old in the state of Missouri, a 7-month-old in the state of Texas. Both their parents had just gone on doing other things and got so busy, forgot their children were in the car, and the children died. Studies show that about 12 children die this way every single year. It's hard to imagine that we can get so busy that we forget about our children. But as sad as this is, a word of comfort is that our God never gets so busy that he forgets us. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Yes, these may forget, but I will not forget you, God said in Isaiah 49:15. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
A college degree can mean the difference between a job you need and a career you love. But getting your degree may seem impossible because of your busy schedule. WKU Online is here to help. With over 100 online degree options, you can choose the degree that fits your goals and have the flexibility you need to fit your schedule. So get ready for that career you've been dreaming of and climb with us. Spring registration is going on now. Visit wku.edu/online today, because life at the top is worth the climb.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parrish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parrish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parrish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them, and that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parrish Carpet on Railroad Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Light rain falling in the area. We'll check in with Ray Staging in a moment, but looks like we're going to have some on-again, off-again rain. Might be a little bit heavier based on what we're seeing back in far west Kentucky. Let's go ahead and play trivia, and in doing so, you could win a pizza. That's right, we have pizza. Little Caesars Pizza, the sponsor of trivia now, and you can win a pepperoni or a sausage pizza today. Hang on for the question.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new Extra Most Bestest Hot and Ready Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy Thin Crust Pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra Most Bestest Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza versus large round one topping Thin Crust Pepperoni Pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
651-9149, 800-956-1023. That's the pizza hotline. If you can answer this question, you'll win a pizza from Little Caesars. Friday, local trivia. Let's ask a local trivia question about one of our neighbors, a neighboring state. What is the Tennessee state bird? Now, we know we got the red bird here in Kentucky, the cardinal. But Tennessee, our neighbors to the south, they have a different state bird. Wonder what that would be. Hello, trivia.
Is it northern mockingbird?
I'm sorry?
Northern mockingbird?
Well, you know what? You're too specific. I don't know if it's a northern one or not, but it is a mockingbird. Who's speaking?
Daniel Irwin.
Daniel, you like to get in early, don't you?
I sure do.
What do you know about a northern mockingbird? How did you get a... You'd think it... well, I don't know. Tennessee might be a southern mockingbird.
Yeah.
If there even is such a thing, yeah. That's right. It's the mockingbird. So, you know, and if you're a true Kentuckian, you always take a deep breath or a pause, or you pause for a second when you see a pretty red cardinal, because it's our state bird. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if mockingbirds are as recognizable as a red bird is. But if you're from Tennessee, maybe you feel the same way.
Yeah, especially if you're a Wildcats fan.
Well, you see, that's right. If you're a Wildcat fan, you just don't necessarily want to see those Cardinals, huh? But they are the state bird.
Yeah.
And there's no, as far as I know, there's no sports team in Tennessee named the Mockingbirds that I know of. Could be. Anyway, Daniel, you've got pizza. Come by and get a coupon. We'll send you out there, and you will love Little Caesars Pizza, okay?
All right. Thanks.
See you, Daniel. Bye-bye.
Have a good morning.
You too. Bye. Daniel Irwin. That's right. It's the mockingbird. That's the state bird of our neighbor in Tennessee. The Tennessee state bird, the mockingbird. So when all these birds go to the bird convention, you know, the mockingbird's going to see the cardinal. And they'll talk about some commonalities between the places they call home. Trivia on Monday. We'll have more, and we look forward to playing trivia with you. 7:06 at WCLU.
In Fire Pit Spirits.
President in the making as a new day dawns in the House. CBS's Tom Hansen.